Partnerships are essential for realising the mission of ICRISAT, and public-private partnerships is one aspect, but I think we need to look at extending that definition. We know what public-private partnerships are, and we need, in our conversations and the sorts of partnerships that we need to form, we need to involve the producer. Partnerships are essential. No one organisation can actually have significant impact and realise its full potential without involving partnerships. We, as an organisation, ICRISAT, we could not possibly scale up and scale out our technologies. We need to find companies in the private sector who will help us with that scaling up and scaling out to have impact and realise our potential. Science is, if you like, the conversion of money into knowledge. And innovation is the conversion of that knowledge, that scientific knowledge, back into money or a better life, a better society. So that's really innovation, and innovative partnerships are very, very important. ICRISAT, as an organisation, has been innovative in its approach towards partnering. The first is the ICRISAT Development Centre, which is really concerned with scaling up this knowledge that they have to make better lives, to have an effect on the economy. We must think as well in partnerships, and I talked about producers as being important in the partnerships. Every farmer has his own business, and therefore those partnerships are very important. Some of the challenges in scaling up and scaling out, and scaling up and scaling out of our technologies is going to involve partnerships with the private sector, engaging with the producer. But the challenges there at an early stage is we don't know, at an early stage of, say, developing a new plant variety, we don't exactly know where that's going to perform best, exactly what is its competitive advantage in terms of yield, in terms of drought resistance, disease resistance, etc. So we're asking people in these partnerships to scale up. That means producing seed. That costs money to do that, and there has to be a market. So there has to be this market pull for products that still need more knowledge around them. So what we need to do or think about is how to mitigate risk, because we all would like to take less risk, and in fact by having consortia of various partners does help to mitigate risk. Some of the challenges around the finance, if you can receive government support for these partnerships, having money does help mitigate risk as well. But also I think one of the challenges is how can we get the information out, and one of the ways is by having good demonstration facilities where people can actually see the competitive advantage to start investing in a new variety, in a new idea, in a new product. But it is high risk. Proof of concept is expensive, and governments around the world are starting to learn that if we aren't going to have innovations that go into what is termed the valley of death and never come out of that valley, we have to mitigate risk and have governments investing more money in demonstration and proof of concept.